the historical migration routes that shaped Native American tribes. Explore the fascinating migration routes of Native American tribes and how their journeys shaped Native American culture and history across North America. The historical migration routes of Native American tribes. So, I was thinking recently about how fascinating it is that the story of the Native American people is not just rooted in one spot, but is actually a tapestry of movements, journeys, and shifts across vast lands. You ever wonder how different Native American tribes ended up scattered all over North America? Well, it's a story that spans thousands of years and involves some incredible historical migration routes. Let's start with the basics. The ancestors of Native Americans didn't originally come from here. Most evidence suggests that the very first people migrated from Asia to North America across a land bridge called Beringia, which existed during the last ice age. This bridge connected Siberia and Alaska when sea levels were much lower. That was roughly 15,000 to 20,000 years ago, though some research suggests it could even be earlier. From there, these early groups gradually spread southward and eastward, adapting to diverse environments as they went, from Arctic tundras to lush forests and vast plains to deserts. It wasn't a simple, straight path. In fact, the migration happened in waves over millennia, and different groups settled in different regions, developing distinct cultures and languages. One of the fascinating routes is the coastal migration theory, which suggests some groups didn't just move inland, but traveled along the Pacific coastline in boats or by following marine resources. This would have allowed them to settle areas along what are now Canada, the Pacific Northwest, and down through California. This idea gives a lot of insight into the diverse Native American culture found on the West Coast, including the complex societies of the Tlingit, Haida, and Chumash tribes. Moving inland, the migration patterns led to the spread of tribes across the Great Plains, the Southeast, the Northeast woodlands, and beyond. For example, the Iroquois Confederacy in the Northeast was formed by groups who had moved into fertile river valleys and developed into powerful, organized societies. Great Plains migration. Tribes like the Lakota, Cheyenne, and Comanche became nomadic hunters, following vast herds of bison across the plains. Their migration routes followed these herds year-round, shaping their entire way of life. Southwest settlement. Further south, tribes like the Navajo, Hopi, and Apache adapted to the desert environment. Their migration pathways are rich with stories of ancestral Pueblo peoples who built impressive cliff dwellings and pueblos. Eastern woodlands. Here, tribes like the Cherokee and Seminole settled in forested areas with abundant rivers and game, developing agricultural practices alongside hunting and gathering. The movement of Native Americans over time was influenced by a mix of environmental changes, resource availability, and sometimes conflicts with other groups. This migration wasn't just physical, it also involved transferring knowledge, oral histories, and spiritual traditions that reinforced each tribe's unique identity while connecting them across vast geography. Understanding these migration routes gives us a richer picture of Native American history and the resilience of Native American tribes in maintaining their Native American heritage through countless generations. Their paths aren't just ancient history, they continue to shape the cultural landscapes in communities today. On that note, if you're interested in stories that touch on the strength and endurance of indigenous people across history and into the present, I highly recommend For Such a Time as This. It's a powerful book that offers insight not only into Native American experiences, but also into the broader themes of faith, heritage, and perseverance. Get your copy today. It's definitely a read that adds depth to understanding the ongoing journey of Native American peoples. Honestly, reflecting on this really reminds me how interconnected history and culture are, and how these ancient migration routes shape the rich diversity we see within Native American culture now. It's amazing to think about the vast journeys made, the adaptations, and the incredible stories that continue to be passed down. So next time you come across a detail about a tribe or their traditions, remember there's a whole backstory of movement and migration behind it. It's history in motion, and it's part of what makes Native American heritage so uniquely profound.